A medal awarded to Taiwan's foreign minister for what the Czech Senate called his contributions to growing ties between Taiwan and the Eastern European country. It's perhaps the most symbolic event yet in Joseph Wu's trip, which underscores Taiwan's warming relations with the European Union.
And the second is we try to make friends around the world so that Taiwan is not alone. And fortunately, in the last year or so, we have been seeing more and more friends of Taiwan who are willing to speak out on the international stage.
Reports later emerged that Wu would extend his trip to Warsaw and Brussels, with EU officials saying that the trip would be a non-political visit. Wu's European offensive is in tandem with a Taiwanese trade delegation tour, which is wrapping up its 10-day trip to 3 Eastern European states. They have signed memorandum of understandings on a number of key industries, from semiconductors to biomedicine. Analysts say expectations for the European trips should be tempered, but that they are significant nonetheless.
These visits are a clear indication of mutual interest, and I think mutual is important here, because in order to build on stronger EU cooperation, we really need to look at the individual relationships that are being built between Taiwan and these countries.
What started off as a 2-nation Central Europe trip has now been extended to include Warsaw and Brussels. And according to Hong Kong newspaper the South China Morning Post, it's a move that could be reciprocated, with a group of European parliamentarians led by French MEP Raphael Glucksmann visiting Taiwan as early as next week. The Chinese mission in Europe responded with a warning that if it did go ahead, it would undermine the healthy development of China-EU relations. TaiwanPlus reached out to 3 of the MEPs cited in the newspaper's reports, but they did not confirm the trip. In any case, analysts say a broad shift in European perceptions of China is already underway.
But China's wolf warrior diplomacy overall, its pressure against countries, have led, I think, to growing concerns. In the European Union in particular, the imposition of sanctions on EU parliamentarians just had a very deleterious effect on the way that the governments really view China and its intentions.
On Wednesday, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi set off on his own European tour, which Chinese state media reported was aimed at dissolving misunderstandings between Europe and China. He arrived in Belgrade on Wednesday for talks with the Serbian Prime Minister and will also be visiting Italy, Greece and Albania. The 2 foreign ministers are not expected to cross paths on their offensive to engage European partners. But as ties between Taiwan and Europe continue to warm, all eyes will be on whether Taipei's diplomatic push can deliver tangible results and how Beijing will respond. James Reynor and James Chater for TaiwanPlus.